You wanna know what I think? "44 degrees in here again." What is it? 30 outside. And in the last 6 months, I've been sick at least 3 times. And they're always different kinds. They're like, this time it's in my chest. The time before that was COVID-19. I was just achy and had chills. And the time before that, before wintertime, I was sick of, I don't know what, but I don't know. Either I'm running myself ragged or I'm old and my immune system sucks. I don't know. Just waiting for the wood burner to actually kick on. I don't know why I bring Carhartts out here when I don't even wear them, really. That don't make no sense, there we go. Because it's pretty chilly outside. Okay, my story is today. What I did is, yesterday I sanded that out roughly in, I said roughly, in 180. Then I spray bombed it. Just to cover up. Just what it does, it's like a guide coat. It helps me see how close I am before I could put real primer on it, because I won't spray primer when the temperature's like this, because there's moisture in the air, and I've had problems with it coming back bubbling years later, and I think that's the cause. So that's why I don't paint or prime in the wintertime except for rattle can. That's pretty close where, I'm sorry, what the fuck, I'm fucking focusing on the gas cap. It's pretty close where I feel that slick sand or a decent high build primer will fill everything. This is kind of questionable. I got a high spot right here. Now I could ding that in. It's possible. It's possible that I've done it before, and when I ding it in, you start compromising the material around it. It starts breaking loose and you don't realize it. I think that's metal there. That doesn't bother me. I can fade that in. So I guess I'm gonna glaze coat that. Wow, your video sucks, dude. Glaze coat that. That's not even showing if it's flat, not flat, somewhat flat. I'm gonna glaze that in, then spray bomb it, and then I started looking at the fan door, and you know what I was saying in my last video, I don't see a lot of, it's weird, I don't see major cave-in. I don't see why they would have 36 grit scratches in there, because the 36 grit scratches are right here. Well, yes, I got it here. Let me see. Not that anybody cares, except for me, how much we got. Here's where the scratches are. This just said it's good to go. Okay, we'll see how accurate it is, because I know this is thick. Everybody knows that. No, come on. Something ain't right here. No. That's like telling me there's no mud here. Okay, we got an 8. 16th. Okay. No, do I like an 8 down there? No. I told you I had a problem with the ground effects just fitting. I don't know why there's 36 grit scratches. This tells me that, I don't know why it's not reading it. There we go. 16th. Anyway, I don't see why they got 36 grit scratches in it. And like I said, I didn't even know if I was coming out here today. I I took this apart. I was going to start doing this today, and I don't know, maybe I changed my mind too much. I think I'm going to put the panel back on, this panel back on, and clean this mess up. Sweep everything, see how I feel, and I know apparently I'm not going to Sturgis again this year, because that's my call, because I've been working on this van on and off for 6 years. It's always been in the garage, maybe not in this spot, but it's always been in the garage. Nice and perfection. I looked it up today in a video. My 32 Ford has been setting for a year. I told myself that was okay at the time. I'll let it set for a year because I knew it was going to be a future project. Well, that year is here now. I want the 32 on the road this year. That's my goal. Well, my goal is to go to Sturgis too. You can't do everything. Can't be at all places all the time. So I guess something got to give. So what I'm going to do probably is, if I feel good today, in the next couple of days, yada, 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 and yada again, I'm going to weld some brackets on the other side for other ground effect, put this ground effect on. Don't know if I'm going to put a hitch on this, so I can't put any support in the middle, but I could put it on the side because this just, I could just see this going on the highway. That's just gonna flap in the wind, so I gotta put support there, support here. I still got the welder out. I usually put stuff away right away. The only reason I had the welder out because I put a patch right there. I gotta put some more brackets like that down the side of here to support the ground effect. Put that ground effect on, and I gotta start working on 32. I got to get the rear end back in so I can actually move the car forward on the lift so I can yank the motor and trans. In the meanwhile, there's such a gap in the door and the frame on the 32 fiberglass coupe that it's ridiculous. So I'm probably going to cut and modify in fiberglass and fill the gap up better, and I'll show you that. Maybe I'll come out here a couple more days and finish some stuff out. Depends how I feel, or maybe I'm just gonna go home for the next couple of days and lay in bed and be sick. And I hate that because you just think about stuff that you need to do that you're not doing. So yeah, that's the plan until the plan changes again. I think this is reinforced. I'm not sure. Probably isn't. It's not. Yeah, it's not bad. So yeah, that's the plan. I hate being sick. I really hate being sick. I didn't think a year went by that fast with my 32 something, but I surely like the 32 a lot more than the van. I like the van. I do. I like the 32. It's kind of like this. This is how I kind of start thinking. Just say the doctor said I had 5 years to live. Maybe that's morbid. Wow, why are you so close, bro? Maybe that's morbid to think about. Say I got 5 more years to live. Because I used to think I had all the time in the world, and I realized I don't. But my point is, if I had 5 years to live, this van don't mean shit to me. It doesn't, because if I only had 5 years, I want the 32 on the road. I want that blue chopper on the road, and then everything else will get some time from me. But those 2 projects are real important to me. And if I only have 5 years, which I'm not saying that, just saying that if the doctor told me that, that's where I would put my time at. So that's where I'm gonna put my time at. Yeah. It's good to know, Shu. Piece of property. Got that. Wanted that forever. Peace on earth. Trump. I like the man, but I didn't know we elected Elon Musk. I didn't know that. But anyway, that's a whole nother story. Peace with oneself, I don't think I'll ever have that to the day I die. Maybe when I die I'll have peace.